Hi guys, welcome back to my... Oh, what was that?
Oh no! Oh no!
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So you might have noticed today I've got a little guest with me, Miss DIONNE CROWE.
Miss D.
Miss D, little Miss D. So I asked a load of people on my Instagram to send me in their dilemmas, their questions, anything you want me to discuss with little Miss D here. So we thought we'd do it, but just over a casual
While eating.
bit of a McDonald's, you
Why
know?
not?
Why not? I mean, it'd be a bit boring if we just sat chatting and we're absolutely starving, so we're gonna dig in.
We literally go on holiday in no word of a lie. Well, when this video goes live tomorrow.
Yeah, when this video is live,
Tomorrow we're going on holiday.
yeah, that's outrageous.
Let's just discuss the elephant in the room.
Did we really need 20 chicken nuggets as well as a meal each?
Yes, we did. Absolutely.
Like fries.
We've got dips.
Yeah. What have we got here? So what did you have?
Right, so I've got 5 chicken selects, large meal, large fries, and a large Coke. McDonald's Coke is the best Coke, hands down. Ever. If I'm hungover, this cues me instantly.
I've gone for classic double cheeseburger, no onions, no pickles. I am that awkward bitch at the McDonald's drive-thru, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Large fries, and between us we've got 20 nugs because we're going to be here for a while, so...
And we like our food, so...
Also, McDonald's sour cream dip, if you don't know,
No,
seriously.
I was going to ask about that.
Have you never had sour
I've
cream
never
dip?
tried it before. When you put it on the list, I was like, sour
Please, take a dip.
with a chip?
Chip? Anything. It's good. I mean, feel free to dip a nugget
That
in.
makes me feel like holiday. Like holiday
Yeah.
McDonald's, you know, when it's a bit exotic.
With chicken nuggets.
Oh, let me try a nugget in there. I haven't had a nugget in ages.
So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to read out some of the dilemmas that we were sent in, and we're going to sit and hopefully solve all your problems.
Hopefully help.
Hopefully we are the best agony aunts out there.
I think we're pretty wise.
Auntie D and Auntie Carl are going to sort you out.
And your D's coming through.
And then also, after we film this, we're going to be filming Say It or Shot It, which I'm absolutely dreading. I'm so scared for my life. But we're going to be filming that, and that is going up on Dee's channel. So if you want to watch that, I'll link it in the description box. Please give that a watch as well. I think that's going to get juicy. Can I just say, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
I mean, it's literally, you've hit it right on the head, it's literally 1:53. And we're sat here with McDonald's and a bottle of apple sours ready. Andy actually suggested we had a gin with our McDonald's and we shot that down straight away.
My boyfriend said, why don't you do it with a gin? I was like, because we're going to do Say It or Shot It after. And he said, yeah, but it'll make it more classy.
Don't think there's nothing made with it.
Is there anything more classy than 20 chicken nuggets in a gin? That's the real question.
I don't think there is, to be honest, at all.
Right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Hit me with
First one, and we're not holding back. I was seeing this boy last summer. He ended it, and obviously I'm still a bit hung up on it. We never fully stopped messaging, and every so often we will chat. It's literally been a year, but recently he's been messaging me and wants to see me when he's home. I'm not sure what to do. I just don't want to get those feelings back and be hurt. Help. Please keep this anonymous.
Right.
So this guy's obviously been dating or going out.
Yeah.
He's dumped her back a year ago.
Yeah.
They've been probably texting on and off, speaking.
Yeah.
And now he's coming home. I'm imagining this guy's either moved away for uni.
That's what I'm imagining. I've got a vision of him at uni, living his best life, doing what he wants, going out, living the single life. My first initial instinct is that when he comes home, he wants someone to have a bit of fun with when he's at home.
Yeah. It sounds to me like he's tried to keep this girl sweet while he's at uni. Yeah. Just as a little plan B, for if things don't work, maybe if he doesn't get much action while he's away.
Or just because boys are needy. I think sometimes, they like to play this whole, like, I'm single, I go out and sleep with girls,
the lone wolf.
But behind closed doors, they're texting like, oh babe,
miss you, babe.
wish we could have cuddles. Do you know what I mean?
think
he's one of them, isn't he?
I think if girls exposed half the texts they actually receive from boys, boys' friends would probably rip them a new one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, think how much lads take piss out of each other for being like soppy and cute, but most of them are like that behind closed doors. They just don't admit it.
And also, boys are very possessive. So even though he's probably been out there living his best single life, he's probably been texting you to try and keep you sweet so that you don't find someone else and you don't start texting someone, just to keep you on his bench. But to make sure you've got no one on yours.
He wants to keep you sweet. He doesn't want anyone else that he knows from the area to get in there. He just wants to keep keep you sweet. And I think,
if I were you,
girl, say goodbye.
See you later.
Say, no, I'm not just going to be your little ting when you come home. Absolutely not.
That little home sliced ting. You're not that girl. I would honestly, nah. Have some respect for yourself.
Let the girls at uni be the side tings.
Yeah.
You're either going to be his come home, spend time with you the whole time, also then when he goes away, continue it, put the effort in, make it work. Or you don't want it at all, you don't want half-hearted.
Yeah, honestly, as hard as it might be, I would sack him off. And you know what it is when it comes to boys, or rather I'd say dickhead boys. They only have to be as fraction as nice to you as they are mean for you to forgive them. They could do a million bad things.
Can we get that in writing, please?
Honestly, the instant they send you that cute good morning text and you go weak at the knees again. Nah, this cycle needs to stop.
It does. Honestly, I feel like, not to be all preaching here, but I actually pride myself on that I wouldn't be a pushover to a boy now. Back in the day when I was younger, oh my god.
I think we all did.
Everyone goes through it, don't you?
You have to.
Some of my ex-boyfriends, like, they could literally do anything and I'd be like, oh. And now I look back and I'm like, Dionne, are you okay? Like, I'm actually going to tell the story. My ex-boyfriend literally cheated on me, right? I had evidence in front of me and I went to my friend, I don't think he did it. My friend went, are you blind? You've got evidence.
That's the thing. Sometimes you're in that love fog, aren't you? And you believe what you want to believe. Like, we've all been there, I think, but you have to go through it to get better. Like, same as you. I look back at some of the behaviour I tolerated, like when I was younger, like 16, I'm like, what? I can't believe I even stuck around for that. Like, I would literally see the guy I liked kiss other girls on nights out.
And you'd still
and I'd still be there at the end of the night, like,
taxi.
Hi, taxi for two. Like, what? What was wrong with me?
It's so weird, isn't it?
Now, it'd be one bad move, gone. Bye. See you later.
But I think you learn that through being that way, don't you?
You have to learn the hard way sometimes.
Yeah, you've got to go through it to learn it. I feel like from that message, the girl who sent it in realises that he's only coming home and wanting it when he comes home, so you deserve better than that. And I think, all in all, say boy bye to him. Boy.
Gone. Boy. Bye. Right, next one.
Okay.
My boyfriend and I broke up after he cheated on me. What is it with all these boys? Little boys.
What is wrong with these boys?
I told my parents about it, but now me and my boyfriend have decided to give it another go. My parents are holding a grudge and refusing to let him in the house. So obviously this girl lives at home.
Right.
Oh,
that is...
I mean, you are mum and dad.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm team No, okay. To be honest, I'm team mum and dad. If he's disrespected you once, he's going to do it again. Now listen, I have quite strong feelings about cheating. I think if a boy cheats on you, he will do it again. However, if he moves on, he's in a different relationship. I'm not saying once a cheat, always a cheat, because I do think you can cheat once and then you meet the right person and you fall in love and you don't. However, with the same person, if he's disrespected you once and you take him back in and you've kind of allowed it, even if he is saying he's sorry, I just don't think you should ever give someone a second chance to prove themselves, in my opinion.
I mean, it's your relationship. If you think he's sorry and want to give him a second chance, that's on you. However, bigger picture, really, it's your mum and dad's house, right?
Yeah.
It's their call. If they don't want to let someone in that house, they have ultimate say. Like, you have to kind of...
Yeah, if you live under your mum and dad's roof, you do have to respect that.
Yeah, you can not like it, but they do get overall say. So, I mean, it's obvious you want to give this a go with him, so let's move past that bit. My advice to you would be, if you can't sit down and kind of have a chat with your mum and dad, at the end of the day, the person they're upset with is him, not you. I think if he's really serious about actually giving another go, he's genuinely sorry, he should be the one to come and see your mum and dad.
Agreed.
Bunch of flowers for your mum, and then he should be the one to apologise to them at how he's treated their daughter. Their daughter.
He needs to have the balls to come in, admit it, sit down there and say, look, I know I messed up. I know that I potentially ruined my chances. I am never gonna put myself in a position to ever do this again. I will prove to you all, like, blah blah. He needs to really put everything on the table and make your mum and dad feel like, okay, he is really sorry. He's a young lad, potentially.
He needs to get that respect back.
He deserves another chance. in that situation. So I just think like, also you've got to remember your mum and dad are only going to have your best interests at heart. Like they just want the best for you. So if they're being stern about it and not wanting them in the house, it's not that they're trying to be like disciplinary towards you, it's more they're just looking out for you probably.
He's got to sort of rebuild his name in their eyes as well as yours, and that's but also one thing I will say as well, I understand why you would tell your parents at the time, you know, if you're devastated and you think it's over. However, it might be a good lesson as well going forward is if that, you know, if you and your boyfriend argue or have a fallout, don't tell the parents, don't get them involved, because all it's doing is painting a bad picture in their mind about the person you know, want to be with. And like you say, if you do make up, it's just awkward because you've filled their head with all these bad stories. You know, if Dionne came to me and just told me how awful her boyfriend was all the time, he's cheating, doing this, doing that,
you're not going to have a good opinion of it.
I'm not going to like him. And then the next day it's, oh, we're in love and it's great. I'll be like, really?
I really just think like telling your parents every single detail of your arguments isn't the best thing to do, because everyone argues. Every couple is going to argue. Granted, cheating, I completely understand telling them, because you're obviously going to be really upset and you want them to know why you broke up, etc, etc. But going forward, maybe you and your boyfriend need to sit down and decide, okay, if you're going to put everything into this and you're willing to never do anything to hurt me in that sense again, then I will also keep things between me and you, and we have to be mature and adults about it and just talk through every argument rather than maybe telling your mum and dad.
And you know, as we say, everyone argues, everyone falls out, but you're a lot more quicker to tell your friends and your family about times when I think they've upset you. You're not going to call them every night and be like, oh, he's made me the most amazing dinner, and you know, he's been really cute today. Like, and if, as I said, if all they're hearing is the bad, they're going to have this picture. So get him to grow some balls, get him to go around your parents' house, sit down, say sorry, swallow his pride. Yeah, that's the answer.
If he wants to be with you, wants forgiveness, wants to make it work, and wants to draw a line under it, he will be willing to do that, and will be willing to do anything to make it up to them and prove that he's a changed man.
Yes.
Amen, sister.
Next up, contraception.
Okay. Just contraception?
Just says contraception. That's the dilemma. I mean,
contraception.
Sure, it's really good if you don't want a baby. Yes, from me.
It gets a thumbs up from me.
Thumbs up from me, yeah.
Okay, let's just go.
So different methods, different forms. Like,
so for me,
we've both done a few different.
I've only ever had one.
Oh, I thought you do. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Got a rookie over here. I'll take this question.
I'm actually a pro in this sector. No, I've only ever had the implant, and I've had it twice. So it's a 3-year implant that you get, and it's just in your arm there. I had it once, and then I had it again, and then now I'm actually not on anything. I mean, let's just put it out that I'm not trying for a baby. Let's just confirm that one.
But, so do you track your cycles?
Yes. We're just, you know, careful.
Hoping for the best.
We're just careful. No, at the minute I'm not. I came off.
Here it comes this month.
Praying every time when I get a bit of crumbs, blaming my McDonald's that I'm due on. But no, I'm not on anything at the minute. That is just because I felt like I'd been on it for quite a while and I wanted to regulate my periods again. I'm quite conscious about stuff like that in terms of like when I had the implant, I didn't have regular periods for like 6 years. Like for the first 2 years of both implants, nothing. And then the final year, so the 3rd year of both of them, it was so irregular that I never knew when I was on. It was just random spotting all the time, and I hated it. It was just uncomfortable. So I wanted to just kind of get back to regular periods and kind of work out just to kind of reboot, if that makes sense, as weird as it sounds. And then I do plan on going back onto something, but I just haven't yet, but I definitely will. What I am considering is the pill, but I've never been on that and I've heard bad things, so I'm a bit
it's hard finding the right pill
and finding the right thing for you. So I'm actually very still doing research and trying to find out what would be best for me, because I don't know if I want to go back on the implant. So
so for me, I also went on the implant a few years ago, except for me it did not work. As in, it did its job in terms of not getting me pregnant. It did work.
It was faulty.
It was a faulty one, like, so I thought, nah.
It just didn't work.
It just didn't work. Like, it worked, but it really messed up my cycle. So
did it?
You know, as a girl, obviously you have your few days a month, where it's the lady time. So for me, it all went into reverse. So it would only be a few days of the month when I wasn't on my lady time.
I've heard that. I've heard people are on constantly. That's awful.
I was just bleeding all the time, and this went on.
That's not fun for anyone, is it?
This went on for 5 months. Yeah. And when I went back to my doctor, he was still saying, you need to keep at it. I was like, I've had 5 months of bleeding. Do you understand? What I'm telling you? Like,
do you understand what that's like?
I must have looked as pale as a ghost because I was like, I'm still bleeding. Please, just take it out of me. So luckily at the time I actually worked for a private GP clinic, and he actually just took it out for me. I didn't go back to my normal doctor and then had them issues. But yeah, so that was my implant story. It did not work for me, but obviously it worked for you. And now I'm on the pill. I've tried 3 different ones actually. The one I'm on now is Yasmin, which I am really liking.
I'm actually learning something new as well because I need advice on this.
I started off on Microgynon, which is the one that I feel like everyone starts on. I feel like when you first go to your doctor, that's the one he puts you on. It made me absolutely loopy, like the worst mood swings. I wasn't depressed, I was just, you know when you get irritated before your period? I was that 24/7. Yeah. Everything irritated me,
everything that anyone does is like, you're a dick.
I could have probably got irritated by just watching my dog sleep like an innocent baby. Poor little Desi would have probably pissed me off when I was on that. Then I tried Celeste, and that gave me headaches, that was great. And then I tried Yasmin, and Yasmin's great for me, perfect, I have no side effects from it that I know of anyway. But I've heard that you can only be on it for 2 years and then you have to switch, because I know it can do some, apparently it can do some damage internally, but you're only allowed to go on it for 2 years at a time, so I'm kind of dreading. I feel like I want a bit of a ticking time bomb with it. Contraception is each to their own, isn't it? Yeah. And it's whatever works for you. So I'd go to your GP, because a lot of it depends on health as well. So, you know, if you're prone to migraines, if you're a smoker, non-smoker, all these things affect it. Yeah. So
I think it's quite hard to know what you want to do and what's best, because I think there's so many horror stories with every single contraception method.
It's frightening.
It's like, oh, I might get this. Oh, have you heard that about that? Oh, I might get this. Oh God, I wouldn't. So and so had this. It's like, what do you expect? Like every single method is going to have someone's had a bad experience and someone had an amazing experience. So I think exactly what you said. Go and speak to your GP. Find out a bit more about it. Speaking to people is good because you get other people's opinions, but you are obviously going to be different. We had the same thing and it worked for me, it didn't for you. It just depends, I think, doesn't it?
I feel like as a girl, there's so many things out there that it's like the world's trying to scare you. Like I remember, right? I didn't use a tampon for like the first 2-3 years of my periods because I'd heard so many stories about girls dying when they use them.
I was petrified by them.
Yeah, toxic shocks. Yes. Oh my God.
I know. I still don't even understand what that is. But I remember everyone always saying like, oh my God, don't leave it in for too long. So I had anxiety about it.
30 minutes, you're like.
And I'd have like coloured dry to do that. It's disturbing, honestly.
It is.
And I think
it's terrifying being a girl.
It's not spoke about enough, I think. I feel like, I know in school it's like sex education and you're taught these things, but you're not really.
No, you're not as informed as you should be.
You're showing a picture of like the internal vagina and showing what happens when an egg comes through. That's it.
Yeah.
There's
that's too late. I want to find out before that happens. Do you know what I mean?
There's no talk about like how to deal with like different like contraception and there's nothing like that. Well, it wasn't when I was at school.
I just feel like it's like you're a guinea pig. As soon as you start your periods, you're suddenly a guinea pig and you're just trying all these different medication, implants, coils, like.
Isn't it funny when you're a kid? And I remember at school, all my friends had started their period and I hadn't.
And
I was like,
that was the same as me. I was literally
all I wanted was to start my period. Why?
Do you know what? I'll never forget when my friend.
I don't get it.
My friend, right, we were getting ready in PE, and she lifted up her arm and showed me her armpit hair, and I was like,
so jealous.
Oh my God! And I was like, I don't have that.
No, I wish I never.
Yeah, I wish it never happened.
God, I
think we were like 12, 13. And she was like, look, and I was like, and we're there like touching him. Oh my God! But yeah, I was like one of the last ones out of my friendship group.
I remember I was on holiday when I started my period.
Oh God,
it was traumatic. I'll tell the story. I remember we were on holiday and we were at the buffet breakfast. Nothing better than a buffet breakfast.
Oh, don't say you stood up.
No, I sat at the buffet breakfast. I started to get a really bad stomach. I thought, I really don't feel very well. I felt sick.
Dodgy sausage.
Yeah, I thought, it is like, buffet breakfast, you never know how long that sausage has been sat there. So I said to my little sister, who at the time, God, must have been like 8 or something, and I said, will you come to the toilet with us? I don't feel very well. Went to the toilet, I'd started my period.
I bet your sister thought you were dying.
Yeah, she was like, oh my God, are you okay? And I was like, oh my God, I was like, but then I was so like stressed to like go back to the breakfast table and tell my mum, and I was so stressed, and I was going to my mum, can we just go back to the room? Can we go back to the room? My mum was going, Dionne, we've just came down for breakfast, we'll go to the room after. And then like, I think
such
like
an inconvenience child.
Yeah, and then I think like my dad and my sister went to get more food, and I was like, I'm not period. And my mum was like, oh my God. It was really stressful. And then we like got to this like foreign supermarket, and I was obviously on holiday, and I was like, I physically cannot put a tampon up there. Like, that's not possible.
Oh my God, no.
I don't know how to do that.
Not as a rookie.
No, I was like, no way. So I didn't for ages because I just didn't know how to, or it was just seemed so scary and uncomfortable. I just didn't want to.
I remember, I think the first time I did was because I literally didn't have anything else, and my friend lent me one. I think I was at school, and she was literally stood the other side of the cubicle talking me through how to do it.
Directing
and I'm just sat in the toilet holding it in my hand like,
help
me. Where? Whereabouts? My ear?
No. Honestly, it is scary. It's stressful. It's a stressful time.
So yeah, go to GP. What are we talking about? Should we tampons? Next question. I think next question.
Let's move on.
Please, swiftly moving on.
God, I had so much chicken.
I think I've had all this.
I have as well. We've both been
Easy to eat.
They just go down against the like air, aren't they?
Oh.
Crispy salad.
I'm sorry.
You've got to let it out. Better out than in, darling.
Sorry.
Let it out.
Right, next one. I really hate my boyfriend's friends. I think they're a bad influence and they're all single. To be honest, I don't like him hanging out with them as I think he acts different. How do I not look like a psycho? Okay, so, tricky one, I think.
I think it's a very hard one, though.
Because, I mean, you've got to think, do you just hate his friends because they're single, or
do you hate them because they're not very nice people?
Yeah, I think you need to work that one out first. I know what you mean, it can be hard, and the last thing you want is all of your boyfriend's friends thinking you are that psycho girlfriend, so they are looking for any in.
They will want to wind you up, but they're like, oh, your missus is a psycho. They will go out their way to put on that Snapchat story of him, and there's a girl in the background. Because they will try.
Boys, honestly, already have a lower mental age than girls, let's be honest. And when they're together, it drops even lower.
Oh, God.
Let's just be honest. Like, your 30-year-old boyfriend turns into a 12-year-old when he's with his 30-year-old friends.
Yeah, literally.
It just happens. So.
It's just an unwritten rule.
But I think what you need to really address is when you say he acts different. Do you trust him when he's with his friends? So is it more of a trust issue with him? But maybe just look at why you don't like them because they're single. Is it because you don't trust your boyfriend? Maybe address that first, rather than, because at the end of the day he's probably a big boy. If he's gonna do something, he's gonna do it, whether his friends encouraged him to or not. You'd hope they wouldn't, and you'd hope they wouldn't want him to do that. But it's always nice to have the boyfriend's friends on side.
Yeah, I think
you can get on with them.
Yeah, I think you need to just sit them down. Not even in a sit down when you chat way. Just say like, oh, why are you going on like that when you're with the lads? Like, just be like, why are you being stupid? And just see how he reacts to it. Why not you go out with your friends one night and say, oh, you're going out with the lads there, oh, I'm going there as well, why don't we meet up for a couple of drinks? Get friendly with them, introduce your girls to his lads. I'm sure if they're single, they'll absolutely love it and be happy to welcome girls over.
Yeah.
Like, try and get friendly with them. If you and your boyfriend are long term and you're going to be with him for the future, then you're going to want to get on with his friends. You're going to want to be able to spend time collectively as a group. So I think try and not have such a negative feeling towards them, because lads are lads. They're going to behave like idiots. Let's all just be real there.
Yeah.
But he also needs to respect you in that sense as well, without feeling like, oh God, I can't do anything because she's going to kick off. He also needs to be able to go out with the lads and enjoy it. But I think you just need to like sit down and work out where the issue's coming from, what don't you like him doing in particular.
And you've got to think, if one of your girlfriends came to you and said, oh, my boyfriend doesn't like me hanging out with you,
yeah, you'd be good.
You'd be, and you probably wouldn't like him either. But if you can be more friendly with them and just get them on side, you know, if they have respect for you and they like you, it makes things 10 times easier as well.
Yeah.
Try and be friends with them. You know, I'm not saying try and tag along on boys' night.
Yeah, don't like pretend you like COD and like
don't do it
with football shirt on and that.
Yeah. Lord! Yeah, but you just need to get them on side.
Yeah.
And just assess probably why you actually don't like them. Is it actually a problem you've got with a boyfriend?
Also, a bit of reverse psychology always works on men. If you say to him like, oh, why don't you go out with the lads this weekend? He's going to be like, what? Why does she want me to go out with the lads this weekend? And she's like, go and have a good time, let your hair down, babe, have fun. He's going to go out thinking, my girlfriend is mint. She wants me to go out with the lads. And then he's going to say to the lads, oh yeah, she was like buzzing saying go out. Then
you want to be like the best, coolest girlfriend.
You're the coolest girlfriend ever.
100%.
It works.
This is quite a similar one. So, going out with this guy who treats me perfectly, but my trust issues are getting in the way. I think this is quite common for a lot of couples. I think when you've been shat on in the past, it can make it really hard to trust whoever you're with now. My advice would be, as hard as it is, you have to treat every person as a clean slate. You have to explain to them you've been hurt, so that, you know, they might need to be a bit patient with you. But you can't judge a new person on
What's the saying? Cast everyone under the same. You can't cast everyone under the same.
I don't know if I've heard this saying before.
Under the same brolly?
Under the same brolly? You can't cast someone under the same brolly.
Google it.
You can't tar everyone with the same brush.
We'll go with that one
Is
instead.
that one?
No.
You can't cast... No, I think you might have just...
Okay, I think I've just made myself up a little saying, but we're going to say you can't cast us at all under the same brolly.
You what does that mean? This is a new saying. You can't cast everyone under the same brolly. So this is a new brolly.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah,
Get your new brolly out.
The old
Get an anorak out if you want.
Yeah, wow.
Say goodbye to the brolly. You've moved on.
Moved on. The old brolly's broken in the bin. Now you've got a jazzy new anorak on.
You don't need that old brolly. But being serious, I think it's really, really hard to, if you've been hurt in a relationship, to move on and not take them trust issues with you. I think that's only normal. Don't punish yourself for that, because that's only normal. If you've been hurt, of course you're going to be wary. However, like Alex said, every single person is different, and this next guy might treat you like an absolute princess, and it would not be fair for you to then take out your trust issues to him.
Yeah. And shoe being on the other foot, if you were with someone brand new and he was saying to you, I don't like it when you go out and see girls because my other girlfriend cheated on me, how frustrating is that for you?
You'd be like, what?
Yeah, like you don't want to be classed as the same, you know, put in the same box as her, so don't do it to him. So as hard as it is, you know, it's a proper internal struggle, isn't it? It's when you've seen something happen and something play out, it's really hard to kind of just let things happen in case it goes down that route again.
I also think give yourself time to repair. She's sat with her head rest. Give yourself time to like repair and recover. Like, you know, if you have been hurt, let yourself like have that period to hurt and be like, and hate him and hate every single male. When I broke up with my ex, I was like, I am not going near any other male again. Like, I hate them all. They're all pricks. And then all of a sudden someone comes along and they will just change your opinion, and you'll just be like, whoa. And at that point you'll probably let your guard down and you'll realise that they're not all the same. So I think just give yourself time to allow it. And this boyfriend that you're with now, if he is treating you amazingly, try and just look at the way he's treating you and realise that it's genuine. And don't focus on what happened with the old guy who isn't even worth wasting your time on, and focus on the good of your new relationship.
Yeah, 100%.
It is hard though. It is a hard thing to get over, isn't it?
Definitely.
When you've cheated on or if someone's hurt you.
Definitely.
But
right, do you think last dilemma?
Yeah, last one. Because I feel like we've really had an agony aunt session there.
We have, yeah.
We've got deep talks about like tampons
going in every single orifice.
Please
just put them in the one that they were meant for. Just
don't experiment, please.
Don't experiment with tampons.
Don't try this at home.
We've made up a new saying.
Yeah.
Don't cast everyone under the same brolly. Get yourself an anorak instead. I think that'll catch on.
I think it's going to be a new trend. So I'm going to copyright it right here, right now.
Last one. Meeting the new boyfriend's parents Going to their house for dinner, what do I wear?
First of all, that's so exciting.
Isn't it?
Like, I feel like at the start of a new relationship, when you're like meeting the parents,
all these little milestones.
You remember that feeling, like the butterflies before you meet his parents, and you're like, oh my god, I hope they like me.
You turn up to their house holier than thou.
Yeah, you're like
born again Christian. Hi,
I am an angel. I'm your son. That's literally how you've got to walk in.
Yeah. So
outfit.
Have you got a nun's outfit? I mean,
that'll do the job.
Might go down well for the daddy. No, respectful.
Yeah. Cute,
conservative,
but not
boring.
Being you.
Still being you, but we're not going out with the gals on a Saturday night.
No, we're not trying to like get free drinks at the bar.
No, it's and if we go around the house as well, you can be a lot more dressed down.
I would say go like casual, but smart casual. Maybe like some nice skinny jeans. Like a Zara bodysuit, you can't go wrong.
Oh,
Zara bodysuit. Maybe like a cute blazer or a shirt over the shoulder, like casual but dressy. And then I always think casual clothes with nice hair and makeup, changes the look so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like a nice glam curls, nice face and makeup, but then more casual clothes. I just think it looks so nice when you do that.
I'd say the same. I think. For me, I'll probably wear like an oversized shirt, some nice blue skinnies, maybe like a small little heel.
You want boot or something.
Yeah, you want to make an effort because, you go into the house for the first time, you don't want to turn looking like a scruff.
Yeah.
But don't try too hard.
You don't want to be like, oh bloody hell, where's she going like the races?
And it can already be a really uncomfortable experience. It's quite intimidating, isn't it?
Yeah.
So don't wear something you're not comfortable with. So this isn't the time to experiment.
Oh god, no.
We're not trying a new look.
You need to grab out your wardrobe, your staples that you feel comfortable in. There's going to be no nip slips.
Yeah.
We don't want to knock the mum and dad out on the first occasion with a nip slip.
I mean, you're not going to be mine, but you'd be barely noticed. You're like, oh, actually, you've been bitten on your nipple.
The midgies in here.
Nuts.
Got it. But yeah, you don't want to. You just want to be comfortable, and you want to feel
like the best
confident in yourself.
Yeah,
you want to sit there and be like, yeah, I look cute.
You want to feel comfortable as well, because when you're sat there trying to impress, you've got all your airs and graces on. Yeah. You don't want to be sat there with popping out your jeans because you've got
a really tight belt.
Oh god, and you don't want to be worried that my top's falling down.
Fiddling. You want to just be relaxed.
Yeah, you want to be relaxed, comfortable, and happy.
Do you remember when you stayed at your boyfriend's for the first time?
Oh my god, yeah.
I thought I was such an adult.
My first boyfriend that I had there, I wasn't allowed to stay in his room.
Were you not?
Well, no, sorry, I was. He wasn't. So she used to make him sleep downstairs. But we were under 18, so I can kind of see that.
Yeah.
You're not.
I think I was.
Some parents are more strict than others. I think.
Yeah.
Whereas someone else, wouldn't.
Some people are. I think for me, I was like 17 maybe, and I'd been with my boyfriend like over 2 years. We were like my boyfriend through school. I said to my mum, like, can I stay at his house? And my mum was like, I think she was a bit like, I don't know. But then my dad's quite like. Chill.
Is he more chill?
He's more chill.
It's usually the opposite way around, isn't it?
Completely usually the opposite. My dad was like, nah, trust her, you can go. And I was like, oh my god. I remember like his mum came and picked me up and I was like, I had my bag, like, oh my god, I'm such an adult.
So exciting.
I felt so old. Like, when you're young and you look at like people who have houses and like live with their boyfriends and you think, oh,
I can't wait for that.
So adult.
I mean, my mum has always been really, really chilled with that stuff. Like, she'd never raise an eyebrow if I said I was going to stay at someone's house. I mean, she was very cool about a lot of things. Like, I was going out underage from the age of 15.
Really?
And you know how some...
I don't know how, I think I was 17, 16?
And my friend who was 15 as well, so she used to come with me. She used to have to tell her parents she was staying at mine. I was the house that people were staying at if we were going out.
Did you have the cool, like, mum who...
My mum was so chill about it. I think some parents are a bit more cool with that. I think she knew that if she weren't going to let me, I'd find a way to do it anyway, and I'd just lie.
Well, that's what I think.
What kids do.
I always say that. I always say that to Jordan. I'm like, when I have kids, I want them to be able to come to me about anything and say, Mum, I'm going on a night out. Please will you take me and pick me up after? Yeah. And then I'd feel better than them doing it behind my back and saying they were staying with their friends when they were out in a club.
Good luck though.
That's so exciting.
It's exciting. And he's introducing you to the parents. It's getting serious.
I feel like if boys introduce you to the parents, then it means that they actually are serious about you.
Do you know what?
That's a big step.
I have to say no.
Oh.
Do you know what?
Okay.
No, because I've met boys, not that I've been out with personally,
Right.
but I've known like guys that I've met at uni, whose mum and dads were in on it. Like they knew he was a player.
Excuse me.
So this guy, right? His biggest.
Surely to God.
Surely to God.
Surely to God.
His biggest like pickup line was asking a girl round for Sunday dinner. His mum used to cook a roast for so many different girls because then he knew after the roast she was getting a roast.
Oh!
His mum and dad were in on it. He was like, my mum and dad sat through so many dinners with different girls and they knew the score. I was
I
like,
won't be doing that for my future son.
absolutely not.
I'll be saying to the girl, do you know you're number 25?
Yeah, they're not getting my roast tatties.
You're not getting another one of them chickens. But yeah,
so,
exciting. Meeting the parents, it's always a fun time.
Have fun. So, I think that wraps it up.
We're done.
I've really enjoyed this.
I have too.
I enjoyed doing dilemmas, so let me know if you've enjoyed this and you want to see anything else like it. As I said, I'm going to be filming a video now over on Dion's channel. Say it or shut it. I've got the drink here ready. I've been staring at it through this video like...
It's looking at me banging the eye that I'm ready.
I'm going to link it in the description box, so please go and give that a view. So thanks for coming on, Dion.
You are more than welcome.
And as always, I'll see you next one. Bye.